What's up everybody, it's Kelsee, Briana, and Jay here with a review, a demo, and a wear test using the new MAC concealer. The official name of this concealer is the Studio Fix 24 Hour Smooth Wear Concealer, and I picked this up at the MAC counter. It is now launched everywhere. If you guys are not familiar with the Studio Fix line by MAC, I don't know what rock you've been hiding under, because that line has a cult following and has for years. You guys know they have the Studio Fix Foundation, and they have the Studio Fix Powder, and they have the Studio Finish Concealer, but now they've actually added a Studio Fix Concealer. The details on MAC's website say this is a lightweight fluid concealer that provides seamless coverage, blurs imperfections, and offers all-day comfortable wear. The formula wears up to 24 hours while providing medium to full buildable coverage. Skin looks smoother, even, and selfie ready. Its small sponge tip applicator makes it easy to zero in on any area, making it your must-have magic wand. Skin looks fresh and perfected with a natural matte finish that's never dry or cakey. Here is the packaging for the concealer. I feel like it's super cute. They've updated their packaging. I think they did a really good job on it. Also, it says that this product has 0.24 fluid ounces of product in it. Here is the concealer. So it is a longer cylinder type concealer. You can see your color through there. This concealer has 33 different colors. Nobody launches off the rip that many colors of concealer. Even your most diverse brand, nobody has that many colors. Typically with concealers, people come out with 15, maybe 20, and then they see how the concealer is going to do and then they expand on it. MAC came out of the gate, they were not playing, and they have 33 shades, which is quite impressive. So I definitely think that MAC was a pioneer in terms of diversity and just being inclusive. They've always had a large variety of colors available to everybody. And some of the shades are new. I've never seen them before. The shades NW53, NW51, they have an NC48, which is good because before you would have to jump from NC45 to NC50, and we already know it's people in the middle of that. NW42, they finally have come out with NC43 in a concealer. Thank you so much, MAC. They came out with NC38 concealer. They have NW34, NW32, NW28, NW24, NW22 concealer. Like, they went ham, and they even added more on the lighter spectrum. So they have an NC10 in the concealer. So I'm very impressed with the shade range. NW35 is a good color match for me in this concealer. It has a blend of being warm toned, but at the same time it still has that yellow property to it. It is a medium coverage concealer. I never really got to full coverage. The formulation of this, it is very different than any other concealer that I've tried from MAC. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with the Pro Longwear concealer that MAC has had. This is not as drying as that concealer. That concealer is full coverage. It goes there, you can build it up, but that concealer does feel very tight. It can emphasize the dryness on your skin. It can cling to dry patches. I feel like this one is a little bit more forgiving because it does feel a little bit more moisturizing than the Pro Longwear concealer, but this still to me feels like a drier concealer because it does claim to wear for 24 hours. I'm very excited about the color range. Most of all, I feel like they killed it. I'm going to insert swatches of all of the concealers. I did take swatches of every single last one while I was at the counter. I want you guys to see this concealer in action. You guys can see me applying it, and then you'll see my makeup on top of it. Of course, I have it on now, and I hope that you all enjoy. Let me know if this concealer is on your radar, and also let me know your holy grail products from MAC. So enjoy. So let's get to concealing. I picked this color because it has like a hint of orange to it while it's still yellow. It smells like MAC concealers. That has not changed. It's going on really smooth. It's gliding on. So I'm going to blend her out with my Kelsee sponge. That blended out so easily. It's like medium coverage though, because I still see like my freckle, still see my skin peeking through. It feels very good. It does not feel dry. It has not started to dry down yet. Okay. Let's see how she blends out on the forehead. Okay, I think that looks really fresh, but I do want more coverage like right in here. So I think I've just gotten accustomed to having like more full coverage right in the nook. Let me blend this out and see how it layers. That layered really pretty. So that looks really nice and fresh. It still hasn't dried down too much. It still feels very comfortable. It's a weightless feeling. I can see that I need to hurry up and set it so it doesn't crease too much. But I mean, I think the color is really nice. I always enjoy an NW concealer. I'm going to set this with an Old Faithful, the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It looks very good, like a really soft, focused concealer, not too harsh. It's not going to give you like that super like made up look. It just looks nice and natural so far. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. But here is what it looks like with all of my makeup all together. I do feel like it looks a little bit drier now that it's dried down. I have my regular setting powder on, so I know how this setting powder performs with all of my other concealers, and I do feel like it does look a little bit drier than normal. The color still is good, but now I'm curious to see how this is going to wear. So I'm going to wear it around for the rest of the day and do check-ins for you guys. So I'm going to zoom all the way in and get real close and personal. That way you guys can see exactly what this is looking like. Exactly what it's looking like, okay? So I've had this concealer on for 4 hours. It still is very matte in comparison to the rest of my face. As you can see, my oils have broken through on the rest of my face. I've been outside, I've eaten, I've walked around, I've gone to the grocery store. It does still look dry to me, especially in comparison to the rest of my face. I properly prepped my under eye area with my eye cream that I always use, and I feel like it sucks all of that hydration and it left me looking a little dehydrated. I overall think it looks decent. I'm gonna zoom in. So this is what 4 hours looks like, and I'll be back. Okay guys, it is the final check-in. Honestly, I am ready to take my makeup off. As per usual, anytime I keep my makeup on for so long, I'm like over it. It's been 8 hours, so let's do the final assessment. So as you all can see, my under eye is still intact. The concealer is still there. It is still concealing. That area pretty much has not changed. Because it's a drier formula, it is going to stay put better than something that's more emollient, something that's more moisturizing or hydrating will. I will say that this is not a waterproof formula. I did get a little bit of spillage here, a little bit of tear action. You guys know I have very sensitive eyes. My eyes do water up occasionally. Upon my tears floating down my face, it did break apart the concealer. I do have a spot here where the concealer has dissipated. I do still think my under eye looks very dry. If you are interested in this concealer, please make sure your under eye skincare game is on point. Otherwise, this can look a little bit parched. But overall, I'm gonna say the concealer is okay. It's not a revolutionary product, but it's a decent concealer. The number one perk about this launch is the shade range. And if you're a person who struggles to find a good match in concealer, I think that you really won't have a problem with this launch. But the formulation of it is just very mediocre to me. It's not a bad concealer. It's not a good concealer. It does what it says it's gonna do, which is conceal, but it's not anything that has wowed me. So that's it. I'm signing off. Thank you so much for tuning in to another video on my channel, Kelsee Briana J. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning and it's time for me to take off all this makeup. Thank you so much. Let me know what you guys think about this product down in the comment section. If you plan on getting it, let me know. If you don't plan on getting it, also let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. Before you leave, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. Smooches. Bye.